Hi guys, how are we all today? We have a few early birds as usual. Hello, so who do we have? We have Robin. Hi Robin. I've got some comments that I can't see. I'm Art Life and Nelly. Kathleen, hi Kathleen. Good to see you here early as well. Mr. Llama, hi. I am late, yes. Just by a couple minutes. As usual. How are we all? How have we been? It's been 2 weeks since I streamed last. I apologise for the lack of stream last week, but I was under the weather again. We're back on track today. Gwyneth, hello. Hi Ian. 23 people watching, yes. Well, 29 now. Hello, 29 people watching. Hi Jacqueline, hi Mary. Nice to see you here. I'm going to be drawing an orangutan today, so I'm going to switch to that view for you guys. There we go. Hi Mark and Holly, I presume. Hi Benjamin. I hope you're all doing well. Oh look, we have a dislike already. Before the stream even began as well. Oh dear. Right, so I've been working on this commission for a little while. I haven't really made much progress with it, so I thought why not stream it today, because I'm really not feeling either of my bird pieces at the moment. So that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm going to get straight into it today. Hopefully, I know the focus isn't too great because I've had to zoom right in with my camera, so I apologise if it's a little bit blurry and out of sorts. Hi Christy, almost said Kirsty, Christy from North Dakota, thank you very much, hello. Thank you. It was very kind of you to say. Did I finish the Bee Eater? No, I didn't. I haven't finished the Bee Eaters yet. Kind of not feeling them at the moment, and I don't want to work on them if I'm really not feeling it, because I don't want to ruin it. So I haven't worked on them any more than what we did previously. I hope to work on them again soon, because I really kind of want to get them finished and added to my colourful birds collection. Hi Sharon. Lovely to see you here as well. I'm very new to drawing. These videos are very helpful. Thank you very much. Hi Amy. Oh, I don't think we're gonna have bits this evening. So Amy, you get a new role. If it's gonna let me. There you go. You get a new shiny moderator name badge thing. What does it do? Does it add a badge? I think it does, doesn't it? I don't have my usual gin and tonic today. I have a cup of tea and some water. I was about to take some painkillers today, so I don't really want to drink. Plus it's getting cold now. I hope we have bits, but she messaged me last week and said that she couldn't make the stream last week, and I was like, it's fine, I'm not streaming anyway. And I presume, because she wasn't feeling good, so I presume that she's still not feeling good. So I don't know if we'll see her today. Hi Caro, how are you? Hi Lynn. Lots of regular people today. We have a new subscriber. Grabbed a coffee and tuned in. Yes, I would have coffee. The last time I had coffee I'm not going to say late, 'cause it's not really late in the evening, but this time in the evening I couldn't I couldn't go to sleep. I just laid awake for absolutely ages. So no coffee for me at this time of night. just tea because it's got less caffeine. I could have decaf, but I keep forgetting to buy decaf when I go shopping. You feel very privileged. You're most welcome. My shoulder's still hurting. No. My shoulder's fine now. This is not my month. I must have some kind of curse because with being ill and the shoulder and everything. Oh. Today we decided to go out for a nice walk. Decided to go to the local deer park, have a nice walk with the dog and the baby and everything. And 2 minutes into the walk, fell down a hole, rolled my ankle, so it really hurts to walk on. So that's not fun. It was fine at the time, and I was like, come on, let's just continue walking. And then as I was walking some more, I was like, okay, this is really hurting. And then when I got home and rested it, it started to hurt even more, and now it's swollen and it's starting to bruise. So I don't think that's a good thing. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try. Is it Leontine? Hi. Please tell me I got that right. Hi Emma. Can you see what the colour I'm adding down? No, you can't really. I'll try and make this base layer real quick so then you can see the other colours that I'm adding down. I feel such... I didn't want to cancel the stream today because it was really hurting earlier. I was like, okay, I'm going to have to take a painkiller for this. It was really hurting to the point that I actually had tears in my eyes. It felt that bad. But it feels fine now. I've taken a painkiller and that's kicked in. So yay. But yeah, third thing. So hopefully that's the last thing. October clearly isn't my month. Keep it elevated. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to do and then it went numb. And I was like, oh no, is it going to fall off? I'm such a pansy when I hurt myself. It's unbelievable. Pronounced it right. Yay! I'm so pleased. Good. Because you told me how the pronunciation before and I was like, I need to remember that. So every now and then when I see your posts on Instagram, I'm like, I pronounce your name in my head. I'm like, yes. How long have I spent on him already? I'm really not sure. Not that long, if I'm honest. Not that long at all. I need to adjust his eyes because one is sort of looking over here, like this way, and one's looking this way. So I need to adjust that a little bit. Nail painting for you. Ooh, what colour are you going for? I decided to go for a festive Halloween black. You can't really see the sparkles, but black and orange. Just sort of adding this down wherever. I'm not really following the reference photo. I really probably should be. Ouch, yeah. It did hurt at the time. It went crack. I was like, that doesn't sound good. Hopefully it'll be okay. If I give it a good rest this evening, continue with some painkillers, should be fine. I'm really worried about spilling tea on this. Undecided. I think you should go for some autumnal colours. Like a nice, plum is always a good one. I always like plum. Need some dark colours. You will do. You need sharpening now. There we go. Let's move. Oh, this chat box. There you go. Okay. I need to darken this whole area up because it's not like dark enough. I might actually go in with a little bit of brush marker. They make you cry. Aw, don't cry. They're such lovely beings. They have such, like, beautiful souls. This might look completely mad at the moment, but this is a new technique that I've been not developing, but I have been practicing with when I was doing my salamander and stuff. I was doing this technique of adding these really dark areas with this pen. I've actually used it on my crocodile eye that I'm working on at the moment for my next Patreon tutorial series. He just looks like he's got some crazy eye makeup at the moment. I'm going to blend it out. Just to make these areas like really nice and dark. They always look sad. They do. This one in particular doesn't look like happy. They don't have like cheerful smiles or anything, do they? Not like a cheeky little Jack Russell or something. Yeah. When I was drawing my salamander, I was like, the black colour pencil was not getting it dark enough. Like the contrasts weren't getting there, and I was like, I usually like to keep most of my pieces like pure coloured pencil, but I was like, I'm gonna have to use something different for this one. And since then, I've sort of carried the technique through a couple of my pieces here and there, and it's working really well. I try and work over it when it's a little bit wetter than this, but it's okay. But when you add the pencil, it sort of picks up a little bit of the pen ink pigment, I don't know, and then you can really sort of blend and smudge it out, and it's quite nice. And it makes it really, really nice and dark. It's a lot darker than what I could have got with the coloured pencil. I like to use the brush one, in case anybody's interested. It's just the Faber-Castell Pitt artist pen with the brush. Oh, where's my tea? I was like, where's my tea? That's my sharpener. Been shying away from coloured pencil and doing graphite. That is the thing with coloured pencils. They take a lot of patience, don't they? Usually I'm not a very patient person, but when it comes to coloured pencils, just sort of zen out. That's how I know that it's a medium for me. I've never thought of using a pen. I didn't either, because I was like, no, that's cheating. You can't use pen with a coloured pencil. But then I was like, let's just break the rules a little bit and just use a little bit of black pen here and there. And the effect was actually really nice. Like the salamander on Instagram was the best, well, not anymore, but it was at the time the post that did the best, and I was like, it's obviously not down to that technique alone, but obviously the drawing was somewhat decent for people to enjoy it and like it, so... Hi Chris, how are you? What's up? Not a lot, just drawing a nice orangutan. Can't wait to get to the orange fur. I can get to use like manganese violet and all those lovely colours. I just want to perfect the eyes because it's like the main feature, the focal point, so I just want to make sure that I get this right before I start to mess around with any of the other areas and the colours. Hi Sonic Angel, how are you? That is true, Emma, that is true. They don't have a lot to smile about, do they, the poor things? It's amazing. Yeah, you can't tell one because it's when you've got like layers of colour pencil down there, because it's quite like waxy. When you add the pen, it stays wet for quite a while. So when you blend out with the pencil, it blends out seamlessly, pretty much. I mean, you can tell that it's pen, like looking at it at certain angles, because it's matte compared to the rest of the coloured pencil area. But when you're looking at it in the correct way that you should look at it, like straight on, it's fine. What's your favourite bird or animal to draw? I prefer to draw birds over animals, apparently, at the moment. I don't really have a favourite bird that I like to draw. I like the little garden birds, the really fluffy ones, like the robin that I just did, blue tits, anything like that. But then I also like the birds of prey because of the feather patterns and stuff. I just like to draw everything. It's a really difficult question to answer. First thought you was ruining it. No! Ruining it with some pen. No, it's all good. I'll add another layer as well when I've added some of the other colours around the outside. We've added in all of those details. How's it going? It's going good. It's going good. You used pen on your original beetles. It does. It works really well, doesn't it? It's a really good way of adding down the really dark tones. And it's not like too much pen either. It's just a little tiny hint. Looks really great. No. You wouldn't have thought that there was a layer of pen down there, or like just a few sprinkles of it here and there. Thank you. Thanks very much, Rob. And hello. Welcome. Nice to see you here. How much or how long are you drawing every day? At the moment, not as much as I would like, purely because I've been trying to do several different things. But usually it's around 3 hours a day, which on a normal day that's still not as much as I would like to draw. I would like to spend at least 6 hours drawing each day. I could get so much done, but with having to look after the little one and run the household and everything, it's a little bit difficult to get as many hours in as I'd like. Unless I work like into the night, but I tried doing that and I burnt out really quickly. So the last 2 or so weeks I've only spent about an hour and a half drawing every day. That's because I've been building the new website. It's done now. I just need to make a few tweaks and test it a little bit more before launching it at the end of October. I need to sharpen this. I'm not going to sharpen it though, I'm going to use my sanding block. Hi, thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. How is the website going? It is pretty much done. I just need to tweak it here and there. But I wanted to make sure that I got a majority of it done like before mid-October, so it wasn't a rush to launch at the end of October. So I've been making a post tomorrow about the launch, and there'll be a few new products launching along with it as well. So that'll be exciting. Hi Jim, how are you? Don't believe we've seen you here before. Try an ice pack, yeah. I have been told that by my first aid friend. You're missing bits, I know. I don't think she will join us today, which is a shame. But we can wish her well and hope that she'll join us next week. And also, just a side note, as the website is done now, my streams on Twitch won't be website building, they will now be drawing. Mostly this, because I need to get this done ASAP. So my Twitch live streams will be Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays afternoons or evenings, depends how much I've got done on a Wednesday. And Fridays will be Friday mornings. It'll be like a Friday coffee morning type thing. What are you doing for motivation? Is there no day you don't want? No, pretty much all days I want to draw. Even at the weekends, I try and give myself the weekends off. Like today and yesterday, I didn't do any drawing. But even on those days, like, I still want to draw. But usually for motivation, I just look at reference images that I want to draw. Is what I do at the moment. Seems to work. Or I listen to some inspirational music, or have a scroll through social media, find some artists that are doing something that I'm like, oh yes, let's get back on that creating train. Yeah, get well soon, bits. Yes, I'm glad to be back. I mean, it's just, I overworked myself and I got myself a little bit run down, which made me sick. Which isn't fun. But yeah, I'm trying not to overdo it so much. I'm trying to give myself some time out. That's one of the reasons why I'm making the new website, because that can pretty much manage itself, whereas at the moment for website members and everything, I'm having to manage everything, and it's such a task. But the new website will automatically do it, so I won't have to put so much time into that side of things. You haven't been. Hi Sam, I know you haven't been here in ages, but then I haven't streamed regularly each week for a little while. So welcome. The assume is not online. No, I presume they don't follow YouTube. But if they do, it's not recognisable from this section here what it is, because it's actually a much larger picture than just this bit. So we good. The recipient for the commission isn't online anyway, so that's okay. Got all of this like fuzz on these bits of his face, and that I'm not looking forward to doing that. I might have to get the scalpel out and do those. Might have to get the scalpel out. This picture is a commission, yes. But it's not just this. It's a whole thing. So there's lots to do. This is just a small section of it. Exactly, Amy. It's so easy to overdo it. I love what I do. I absolutely love drawing, teaching. I love creating my tutorials, and I just want to do it all the time. But yeah, it is difficult. Can someone what did you ask? Hi Ellie. I haven't seen any of your messages. Nope. I haven't seen any messages from you. Are you sending them? Are they not popping up? Obviously they're not popping up because we're not seeing them. I need something to rest my hand on here. What have I got? I've got a scrap piece of paper somewhere. Oh, you'll do. You're an old certificate. I can't see them. I can see the ones you're typing now, but anything before then, or any particular message you're trying to send, I can't see. Almost poked myself. What's everybody else drawing? If anybody's drawing anything, what's everybody working on? This texture is going to be a nightmare. I just know it. I can feel it in my bones. lumpfish, sparrows and a squirrel. I saw your fish. Is that the one with, it's got quite pretty colours, hasn't it? Is that the one I'm thinking of? You posted it in your Instagram stories, didn't you? I'm just checking that you can actually see what I'm working on here. It's not off screen. Typical me, that would be. Oh. Hi, Danny. Sorry, I couldn't read your name. The A was looking like a weird character to me. How are you? Are you new here? I don't believe I've seen your name before. Just finishing a bald eagle in graphite. Nice. Trying out the new formula. Ooh, they're going good. I'll have to have a ganders at what you've been working on. You're attempting your pal's horse. Oh. Commission or just being kind and generous and drawing the horse? A big horror characters drawing for Halloween. Nice. What ones are you drawing? Trying to think of horror characters at the moment. Freddy Krueger, that kind of thing. You're really liking this. I can't wait to see it finished either. I'm interested to see how it's going to turn out with the other things going on here. So that'll be fun. At the moment you're drawing some Inktober prompts. How's that going? How are you finding it? I saw everybody was like really pumped to begin Inktober, and then as the months got on, I did it myself last year, but I kind of lost enthusiasm, and I see a lot of other people have done that as well. So are you keeping up? You finally picked up graphite again after 20 plus years. Magnolia flower. Oh, they're pretty, aren't they? That would be nice in graphite as well. It's so weird, it's lumpy. Oh dear. How come the camera is out of focus? I mentioned at the beginning, it's because this is quite a large drawing, and to fit this small portion on, I've had to zoom right in with my camera, and it makes it a little bit blurry and out of focus, which isn't ideal, but it's better than using my top down and having to screen capture because it makes the stream lag. He was working on an eagle too, but you failed your attempt to draw realistic feathers. Oh, that's a shame. You're looking for a tutorial to practice your drawing skills. I've got a few on my channel. I've got 2 feather tutorials, I've got a robin tutorial. Oh, have I got another bird? A flamingo. A few other birds and everything if you want to check those out. Might be helpful to you. Obviously not the colours and all that, but the technique might be useful for you. Everybody's working on graphite. Tiger. Nice. You've not done it before. How is it going? You have a pet commission of a dog in coloured pencil. Yay! Good old Pooch. It's been a while since I've worked on a dog. Or any kind of domestic animal, really. I say a while, it's been like a month. Hello! Sorry you missed most of the live. Well, you've missed like half an hour, it's not most of it. We're going until 10 PM today, because I want to get an early night. So I'm nice and refreshed. Rest me leg. Try not to fall out of bed. What's the 3-colour piece? What's the 3-colour kitty picture look like? I moved all my prints out into the hallway, into the new bookshelf, so I can't show you. That's the one that I did with orange and purple. I don't have it right here that I can show you. And not even the original, because I gave that away to on a live stream a little while ago. I'm waiting for the texture to darken up so that you can like see the texture I'm building. Ow. You didn't do the beginning of Inktober. You're trying to practice hands and faces. Hands are particularly difficult, aren't they? Both are difficult in my opinion. Good luck. Good luck with them hands. Yeah, there's quite a few tutorials that I've added. So have fun looking through them, and I hope you find them useful. I think my latest one is probably the most useful because it's slowed down footage rather than time-lapsed. Hi Paolo! Holly knows it, yeah. You love the amount of purple used in the Prince drawing. It's quite a lot of purple actually. Manganese violet was the main one used, and blue violet. There's a lot of that in the nose. I'm gonna have to sharpen this now. Can I do Inktober next year? Ink really isn't my thing. I did it last year and I tried to relate all of the prompts, the official prompts, to wildlife. I think I got to about day 12 and then I got bored and I was like, nope. That, and I found it difficult because I was recording each one and making a video every day, and I think I burnt myself out again. Maybe I'll do Inktober but with coloured pencil. So it'll be Penciltober. Is Simon creative? Yes, in a way. Yeah, he does draw and stuff. And he does like sort of designing things. So yeah, I suppose he is creative. Hi Jesus. Very different to colour pencil. Yes, graphite is a lot different, isn't it? I enjoy the odd graphite piece. Like if I'm feeling a little bit of artist block or something, I'll grab some graphite pencils, do a little bit of drawing. Did you order the Prince version? I really hope you didn't, and I didn't forget to send it. Or was that the one that you... Oh, I can't remember. I will send you one anyway. I'll send you one. I actually have some new stock of prints coming because that's going to be one of my new product releases in October. Their Christmas cards, hand embellished, are coming back. Excited for that. Get to use my little glue pen again. Glitter glue pen. So that'll be fun. Along with some other designs. Ellie was a trial. Oh, that's fine. Absolutely fine. See, I'm glad that glad that I have a moderator then. It's fine. Thank you. I like that idea of a pencil-tober. We should create a trend. Would it catch on? I'm not much of a trendsetter. Hi Wicked, how are you? It's been a couple weeks, hasn't it? You've been doing a chrysanthemum. Ooh, amber, nice. I really don't like to use Stonehenge paper. It's too spongy. It's like working on foam. Well, probably not that bad, but I don't like it. I would much prefer to use arches, and haven't even worked on that. Oh, that reminds me. I actually bought a new set of coloured pencils. Don't get too excited, it's nothing special. That I'm going to do a review of, but I need a subject to work on. So if anybody has any suggestions of anything really that is feathered or furry that they'd like to see, that I can use these new pencils on. And they are cheap pencils, like really cheap pencils. Because I've had a couple of requests from people that can't obviously afford polychromos or any kind of that kind of variety of pencils, and they want to see what you can create with cheaper pencils. So I've bought some cheaper ones. So I need something to draw. But I can't for the life of me decide what to draw. Oh, bye Lynn. Thanks for stopping by. It's nice to have you. How long do I think this will take? A while. I literally think it's going to take a while because I'm trying to build this texture here. It's like really short but kind of wiry looking fur, but it's ginger. So I'm going to have to go in with the dark sepia pencil, like in between each strand. And pick everything out. And then I'm going to have to tone with some glazing of some colours over the top. And getting this texture and getting it right is taking a little while. I'm so glad that there's only one orangutan on this piece. You love Stonehenge. Well, you also like to dip toast in your tea. A spaniel dog? Oh, I have a good reference for one of those. Hi Michael as well. A husky, I have a good reference for that as well. Golden retriever, oh, they're my favourites. An otter. An otter would be difficult because the set that I have has like 2 browns and 2 greys. So it's not going to be great for something really natural coloured. I'm going to have to go for something that is bright coloured like I did with the Sun Conyers for the Arteza pencils. Baby wolf. Aww. I started a wolf in pastels. Maybe I could do like a wolf eye study with it. But then, oh, there's not many greys or browns. Spaniel ears, they do need their own tutorial. That's something that I'm aiming to do at the beginning of next year, is work a little bit more on some pet projects again, like pet project tutorials, and redo a lot of my pet tutorials from like 2 years ago. So doing some spaniel ears, some wiry fur, like in-depth studies, that's what I plan to do, along with the wildlife. I like to revisit tutorials and remake them because I find better ways and better techniques to draw the thing, and obviously if my technique is developing then I want to pass that along, so things will need revisiting next year. Like with the feathers, the first feather tutorial I did was different to how I did the feathers on the robin that I completed this week, or last week. So I decided to revisit it. Soggy bread, yes. Don't know how you do it. I suppose it's like dipping a biscuit in tea, but toast, savoury. Nah. Golden retrievers are your favourite as well. They're so cute. They're so cute, especially as puppies. They're just so ridiculously adorable. I don't know how they don't get squished by everyone. I really would like a golden retriever puppy, but we had a couple of golden retrievers when I was young, and the hair, there's so much molting and so much hair. I don't know if I could cope because my border collie at the moment is a nightmare. You found the Stonehenge a bit too textured, yeah. Transferred the picture from the photo with colour pencil. Oh dear, yeah. I found the Stonehenge quite difficult to erase graphite on and coloured pencil in general. It's a really weird surface I found. It probably no, share it. That's what we like. We like the weirdness. It's very welcome here. He's looking significantly hairy now, so that's a good sign. Most finches. Oh, there's a good I don't know how you say it, but it's one of those finches that have like every single colour in it. There's a good reference on Pixabay which I could use. I do even have my own cockatiel reference picture. You have to go. Oh, thanks for stopping by. It's been nice to have you. Eagle owl, yes, good one. I've got a reference for that as well. You're listing stuff I've got references for here, people. It's good. Tried to get some good references of some deer today, but where we walked there was like the path, a massive pathway, and we was walking one way and the people coming in the other direction were like downwind, and it sort of set the deer off, so I was trying to photograph them being all like silent stalking, and then they just ran away, so I just got like the back ends of them, which wasn't great. It was one of the first time I've seen actual real deer like in the wild, so that was nice, and James got to see them as well. We ended up having quite a nice walk despite my ankle. Do a chameleon. You're pushing a boat out there, all them little blobs of colour. That's going to be as painful as a snake. Guaranteed. I'm not sure I like that suggestion. Barn owl? Yes, any owl. I presume you like owls. Oh, I wish I'd have taken my camera out on Saturday, because I went into the town, and always on a Saturday there is this charity, this owl charity, and they have all the different types of owls, like the Eurasian owl, little owl, tawny owl. They have them all there, and if you donate some money you can take photos of them. And I was like, oh, but I haven't got my good camera and I don't want to take photos of them on my phone because it won't be great and I can't really use and pass the references on. So I might have to go back to up the town one Saturday with my camera and be like, here's some money, let me do a photo shoot with your owls. Missed the streams. Yes. I was so annoyed that I felt ill and I was like, oh, I really am not, like, I wouldn't have been myself. Like, even today when my ankle was hurting, I was like, oh no, I'm just going to be really grumpy because it hurts so much. But then, yeah, painkiller and I'm fine, back to myself. So when I was feeling a little bit under the weather, I was just like, no, don't want to talk to anyone. It's just like, I don't really want to stream. I'm sure you people don't want to see a grumpy stream. So that wouldn't have been good. You agree with the Stonehenge being spongy? It's weird. It's like working on a mouse mat. Probably not that bad, but that kind of similar thing. It's like the thicker papers. I find that when I'm working on the Fabriano 300 pound weight, the really thick stuff, that's really spongy as well. I prefer the thinner paper. Owl for the new pencils. Okay. Owl seems to be pretty popular. I do like owls, like working on them. The actual creatures themselves kind of freak me out a little bit. Tarantula redknee. Oh, I'm not big on my spiders. I don't know what one of those looks like. As it's got red in the name, I'm presuming that it's kind of red in tone. I don't know. Hi, thank you. I presume you mean my owl eyes that I did a while ago. Haven't drawn a full... Oh no, I have drawn a full owl, but that was ages ago. You're gonna have to try the Artistico. You're so used to Stonehenge. If you like the Stonehenge, you might not like the Fabriano because it's such a different surface to work on. I find anyway. But then everybody has personal preference when it comes to paper. A lot of people don't like the Fabriano Artistico. They like to work on like a Strathmore or Bristol board or something like that. It's extremely personal paper. I'm gonna have to draw in this bit here because this bit's like, oh, I need that to get like the concaveness. I don't feel like I've accomplished very much for an hour. This is going to be a slow goer. How do I make it look so realistic? Try and work on the dark values and the light values. It's the essence of it, basically. You love it. You know a flying squirrel? Yes. They're cute. Sugar glider. Ooh. How about an eye? They're a little bit of a freaky looking animal. I like the unusual animals at the moment. A Maine Coon or a Norwegian forest cat. I've not heard of a Norwegian forest cat. Is that a bit like a Scottish wildcat? such a wonderful face, and their fur comes in all sorts of colours. Ooh. I'm gonna have to look that up. Not heard of one. New animals intrigue me. At the moment, Jacqueline, I'm working on an orangutan, just the face. I'm like itching to get to this coloured bit. Itching. But I know I need to get all of this. What's my favourite colour? In terms of actual like colours outside of coloured pencils, green is my favourite colour. Any kind of green. Especially like a lime green. That's my kind of colour. In terms of coloured pencils, the walnut brown is actually my favourite for some reason. Don't know why. A Dumbo rat. They're super cute. Are they the ones with massive ears? I'm going to said that going on the fact they're Dumbo and Dumbo had big ears. Oh, what paper am I using? Sorry, my bad. Fabriano Artistico, hot pressed watercolour paper, the £140 weight, in extra weight. It's in the description if you want to check it out, along with the other materials that I like to use as well. So the coloured pencil brands, my Derwent pencil buddy that I absolutely love. I'm using it right now. This guy. Have I ever drawn a cat or kitten? Yes, I've drawn many a cat and kitten. Many, many, many. When I've done, when I took commissions. I've even drawn 7 of them on one piece. That took a lot of work. But yeah, I like working on cats. I do cat eyes a lot. Turn them upside down, you've got a heart. Oh yeah. Nice. Aw, see, he's loved. Is it the new Fabriano formulation? You know, I don't really know. Like when they changed their manufacturing and everybody was like, I don't like it, it's not the same. I still had loads of old stock because I bought mine in a large bulk. I had a lot of sheets left over, and when I purchased some paper a couple of months ago now, this was the stuff that I purchased. Cannot tell a difference between this and the other paper that I had, so I don't know. I presume that it is, but I really don't know, and I really can't tell a difference, if I'm honest. I got the new formulation of the 300, and that I could tell a difference with. It was whenever I added blacks down, it made them go a lot lighter the more that I left it. Like the pheasant piece that I've drawn up there, I revisited that after almost a year, and the blacks were like a really light grey. It was really weird. It was a good idea. Good. No, I didn't want to be like all like miserable and hating streaming and then like fall out of love with it. So I was like, let's just not stream at all. Exactly. Simon said that I shouldn't live stream every Sunday, that I should maybe have every 4th Sunday off. Sorry, I've got like a piece of hair in my eye. And I agree. I maybe will do like 3 in a row and then take a break. Then do another 3. Take a break. Do that kind of thing. Just a week's break here and there just to refresh. Ouch. Oh. Where do I get it? Online. I get mine from Jackson's Art Supplies. That's where I get my paper all the time. I think though the link that I have put down below is to Amazon because Jackson's were out of stock of the Fabriano when I made the link, and I haven't changed it over. I think it's an Amazon link, but they're pretty competitively priced, Amazon and Jackson's. You're shocked. Well, I haven't got a large YouTube audience right now, which is what I'm loving, because I feel like it's more of like an intimate stream where people can get their questions answered and stuff. The chat doesn't move ridiculously quick, but it moves quick enough that we can hold a conversation, which is nice. But yeah, I've looked on, I've been a lurker on other art streams before. And yeah, they move very, very quickly. Very quickly. Like, I don't even know if I had that many people commenting, I don't know how I would pick out a message to read because it just moves so quickly. I think you can put slow chat mode on, or is that Twitch? Might be Twitch. I'm going to fill out a little bit of this side as well, because this bit is like almost touching this ginger area, and I feel like if I add that in, that it's like near enough the ginger area that I can be happy. The reasoning in my head makes sense, whether or not it does, yeah. Try and get a little bit added in, a little bit more completed, so I can feel a little bit accomplished. This pencil's getting ridiculously short that it won't fit in my Derwent sharpener anymore, so I will have to go and sharpen it with a knife to get right down there, because my automatic lump point sharpener will not sharpen anything anymore. Whoops. Right, so this has got like a really weird colour to it as well. I'm going to have to use my colour picker. It looks like a light grey, it's saying. And a darker grey. Just grey then. Ooh, we have a new subscriber. Whoop whoop. Meant to have good temperaments too. Do love a good temperamented cat. It's like my cats, I know they're not wild or anything, but Jaffa and Whisper. Jaffa's just, he's lovely when on his terms, but Whisper has just got the nicest. He will let you do absolutely anything to him. He's adorable. I'm going to add a little bit of apricot in this, I think. Like a little bit of ginger fuzz. Bits! You made it! I was saying, I didn't know whether you were going to join us. Hi! From a committee meeting. That's a late meeting. How you doing? We made Amy a moderator and she's done good mod duties today. She's done very good mod duties. You're just in time for the Ed Sheeran remix as well, bits. Your nails are done. You've gone with burgundy with matching glitter. Yes. Yes. Can't beat a bit of glitter, can you? Gold glitter as well. Nice. I wish my glitter would show up. It's not showing. I'm so pleased that my actual natural nails have actually started to grow now. They were so brittle. I think it was my diet. I don't think I was getting enough. I don't know what hardens nails. But I know because I don't eat meat that I don't get enough protein. Especially on weeks that I can't be bothered to cook. I know, he does look sad. I need to adjust his eyes. I really need to adjust his eyes. Maybe it'll be, maybe he'll look a bit more happy when I get his... he's just not a happy looking soul. He's got a facial expression that's like... don't want to be here while you're photographing me. I finished early. Early? Really? I'm glad you're good, Bits. I'm glad you're good. I'm okay. Been in the wars again, but otherwise fine. Next track, please. No, we like this one. We like this one. It breaks up the lift music. Oh, I need that apricot colour. Where is it? It's not in there. You ain't. Oh, there you are. Thank you. He's looking alright. I'm wondering what the song was for a second. Why do you miss all the good stuff? Well, I don't know. You always miss the action. I need to buy some more colours. Ooh, I bought 2 new colours. These ones actually that are on my fingers now. They're Essie colours. I was like, oh, haven't bought some nail varnish in like 3 years. Well, I'll just push the boat out and treat myself. It was a good spot. Give it a big smiley face. some big teeth. Like those dog balls that you get where they have the big teeth in. That would be good, wouldn't it? I'm just imagining that now and it's so weird. get the Teletubby video stuck in your head when you hear it. Oh no. I don't put that on for James. We're a Paw Patrol family. As soon as Paw Patrol comes on in the morning, that's it. Yeah, I don't think she even posted a message. It was like, what is your message? Getting into the groove of this tune. Yes. Don't tell me the playlist stopped. I need to check that it doesn't. Okay, no. Just checking it hadn't gone off of the playlist, because the last time it went off the playlist it got flagged for copyright and I was like, damn it. Damn it. You have trouble making fur realistic? I've got a couple of tutorials on the channel if you want to learn how to do realistic fur. There's a couple of in-depth tutorials. Just pretend that you were here. Do I do gels too? No, that's a bit too complicated for me. I just get the normal formulas. Just ordinary nail varnish. I did get the super duper rapid top coat dryer thing. I don't know what you call it. So technical. And it like dried instantly. I was like, wow, now I can actually do stuff rather than walking around like this, like, can't touch anything. Chase is on the case. We like Marshall. Well, I like Marshall. James just likes them all. I thought it was. I thought that was her. I thought that was her first message. I got worried. I was like, have I missed someone? She was weird. Yes, quite. Looks better than you IRL. Oh, I'm sure he doesn't. He's a very grumpy orangutan. I mean, are you a grumpy person? Missed out on your pie and mash this evening. No! You go and cook it now. Or, oh no, Tesco's isn't open. Or any supermarket, not just Tesco. What are you going to eat instead, though? That's the question. This bit needs... I need some blue. Or like some cold grey, maybe. What's that one? Cold grey, where are you? You'll do. Oh no, you're dark sepia. Or some indigo. That's black. Where are all of my cold greys? You one? You'll do. I don't care what tone it is. And I do need some indigo as well. So that's some blue on this. What's up with your autocorrect? It's not correcting. I have that trouble. My autocorrect does some terrible things sometimes. The worst one was when I was trying to write encyclopedia and it autocorrected to encyclopedophile. Because that's not even a word. Luckily the recipient was understanding and found it hilarious. But that could have gone wrong if it was somebody that was like, what are you on about? Get a big juicy Big Mac. Ugh. Yeah. Even when I ate meat, I wasn't a fan of Big Macs. Just didn't get the appeal of them. I was always a fillet of fish. Or a chicken. Where is that indigo? No, your dark sepia again. Keep picking the same one up. Where are you? I know you're around here somewhere. It's one of the really, really tiny ones which is in the bottom of this pot. I'm sure it is. You've never tried a McFlurry? What? You need to try one of those. They're delicious. There you go, some indigo. Gel is easy, you need base colour and top. UV light. 2 weeks and 2 weeks and no chips. That would be great because I'm forever gnawing my fingers. I'm trying to get out of the habit, which is why they've managed to grow. You've always been a simple chicken McNugget Happy Meal person. Nice. Nice. Nothing wrong with a chicken nugget Happy Meal. You have the ingredients, but I thought perhaps it's too late. I'd stick with the Macca's. That's a good way to go. And if I had the choice to eat right now, I'd probably have that as well. I've already had my tea though. We had pizza again this evening. I'm worried about this texture here. I really need to get it a lot darker in some areas. To buy a UV light. I like sitting there and painting fingernails. I used to do it all the time. Like pretty much every week I'd sit down and be like, right, and I do like different designs as well. And now I just don't have the time. Like, I found time on Saturday because Simon was mowing the lawn. I was like, what can I do that's not work related? You've got to go. Oh, night, Caro. We've probably gone, but hopefully goodbye. If you're still around. McFlurry is like a Mr. Whippy. Yes, it is just basically a Mr. Whippy, isn't it? He was thinking more fish today. Do it. Marshall is the best program ever. And you just can't help but sing the theme song as well, and it's in your head all day. Recording a tutorial. Paw Patrol. Let's start this nice ginger lock. Nice bit of auburn on the top of his head. Are you a small character? Never had a Big Mac either. Got McChicken or something. Yeah, they don't really fill you up, do they? I think that's the point, isn't it? To get you to buy more. It's a marketing ploy. Figured them out. Now we just need to find a triangle in their packaging, then Illuminati confirmed. Have I watched Shane Dawson's series with Jake Paul? No, not something... Jake Paul isn't somebody that I like to watch, if I'm honest. Bit too loud and shouty for my liking. The only thing you eat is the scrambled egg sausage wraps. Do they do them here in England? Because they sound good. I know they do the McMuffins. I always have just an egg McMuffin without the sausage, obviously. But scrambled egg wrap, oh nice. You've gone for the fish meal. You just don't feel like cow. Just don't feel like cow meat today. Just the fish meat. You like snack wrap? Not heard of that. What's that? Is that like a brand? Oh, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we'll see you next week. What is the time? Oh, it's almost 10. I did say I was going to go until 10, and I will stick to that because I don't want to get too... Thing is, I get tired, and then I work past the tired, and then I have like a... What's the word I'm looking for? I had it then, and I've completely forgotten. Like a second wind, and I'm like, yeah, let's work, and then I can stay up till like 2, and then I wake up at 6 again in the morning. I'm like, oh, why did I do that? That was not fun. I was determined to go for a run in the morning as well. Couldn't like get back on track now that I'm feeling better, go for a run, but I won't be doing that tomorrow. Why is the why is the chat about McDonald's? It always makes me feel hungry. I'm gonna have to go and have a snack in a minute, like have some, I don't know, scrambled egg. Sausage, egg and hash brown and cheese. Apart from the sausage, that sounds delicious. Yeah, the chat really does take a weird turn. It always ends up at food. Always. Hi Bob, can you see the reference photo? Of unfortunately not for this one. Because it is my client's private photo, so I don't really want to splash that around. So no, not for this because it is a commission. Usually, yes, I would show it if it was like one from Pixabay or something like that. I tend not to show the ones from wildlife reference photos because you never know if someone's going to pause the video and screenshot it and use it. So if it was a free reference photo, then yes I would, but not for this because it's a commission. I'm going to add a little bit of purple. When I work on pieces of my own and commissions, because I'm so used to doing tutorials and having a specific list of colours that I really have to stick to, when it comes to a free reign like this, I'm like, oh, there's so much choice. Don't know which one to choose. Spoilt. I need a little bit of the white pencil. I need to smooth this out a little bit. Oops. Imagine the other people that aren't in a chat. Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna get a fillet of fish now. Well, I've learned that there are some things that are offered that you can have, like a wrap. They used to do a veggie wrap meal, but they don't do it anymore. They do a veggie burger though, which is always cold when I get it, and I'm like, ugh. I always have to put mine in the microwave. I'm like, well, I might as well have mine at home now. I should probably take it in and complain, but you know, that's not me. I don't like confrontation. Finally Google hash brown. Hash browns are delicious. Hi. Process for learning accurate proportion. When I draw out my outlines, I always use the grid method. If you want to know how I do that, catch the stream from 2 weeks ago. And I also have a video on my YouTube channel of how I do it. That's how I get the proportions and everything. I don't do it like by freehand all the time. Sometimes I freehand like bits of fur and stuff here and there, but I don't freehand 100% all of a piece, like a commission piece especially, that I'm working on. But for learning accurate proportion, basically just looking at and drawing and sketching a lot. When I was in school and we did GCSE art, that's what I did, just sketched a lot. The more that you sketch and the more that you look at things, the more your brain recognises the shapes and everything. Practice, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, basically made up from shaved, shredded potato and then fried. It's delicious. Yes, Christy, same time every week. Apart from the last couple of weeks, it's been a little bit inconsistent because I haven't been feeling too well, but fingers crossed, I feel fine now, and hopefully I don't get another cold flu thing. I don't know what it was. But yeah, 8:30 my time, which is English time, London time. Usually till about 10, 10:30, that kind of time. You used to work at McDonald's. They refused you at... No. Amy, you worked at McDonald's. So you must know the menus like inside out and which ones are good. They refused you a job. Well, they lost out. It was your first job 45 years ago. I have never had a proper job. At what age did you start drawing realistic? Did you start realistic drawing? It was almost 7 years ago now. So how old am I? I was 21. 21 and a half when I started drawing realistically. All the secret's not much to tell, really. Is the cheese real? Brand of coloured pencils I use the Caran d'Ache Luminance and the Faber-Castell Polychromos mainly. Every now and then I'll use a mixture. I'll throw in some like Pablos and some Prismacolors, but mainly Polychromos and Luminance pencils. Much easier way to do it. Draw your grid. Yes, use a light box would be a much easier way to do it. It would. People have this funny thing about using light boxes and tracing though, don't they? But to be honest, if you want to trace or use a light box or anything like that, feel free. There's no shame in it, especially if you are working on a lot of pieces and need to like get them out. The outline is just the outline. The colouring and everything and the shading and getting the depth and the realistic look is all the work. So having a little bit of extra help with the outline, who cares? Who cares? You're new to drawing. What's Fabriano? Fabriano is the paper brand that I'm working on at the moment. There are so many different brands of paper. So many different brands. If you look on an online shop like Jackson's Art Supplies or Blick or anything like that, and you look at their paper section, you'll see there's so many different varieties to choose from. So many. I've seen enough burgers and fries to last a lifetime. Nice. Send a link on Instagram to something for the grid method. Thank you, that would be really helpful. Emma, you sent me something I didn't realise, but in Photoshop you can set a grid, a pre-made grid, over your reference picture, and I was like, oh my god, that's genius. How did I not know about this? There's me setting up all the blooming, whatever you call them, what they called? Ugh, can't think what they're called, but those lines. Like taking forever to do it, working out what the next one is. Oof. And then she was like, well, there's a grid set in it. And I was like, well, blow me down. The chips are good to today. Okay. I've never been a fan of McDonald's chips. I always liked Kentucky chips when they were nice, and then they changed them to the McDonald's type chips, and I was like, oh, well, we're not going there again. Best white colour pencil is my favourite is this one, the Luminance one. But if you want some different ones, check out my blending with white pencil video, which I posted 2 weeks ago. That's got a few different varieties in there. It explains a little bit more about the blending process with white as well. Yep, mind blown. I was like, oh my god, such a time saver. I think the light box is helpful because you're still doing the... Yeah, exactly. But I've seen a lot of people just using the light box like without a grid or anything and just projecting their reference images onto the paper, which I was like, that's a pretty fancy way to do it. At school they used to encourage us to use a projector to transfer our images, and I was like, no, I want to do it myself with my grid, the way that I've always done it. The long way round. Because back then you used to have to wait for the printer to print off your image as well, because you didn't have I didn't have Photoshop back then, so I was like, had to wait for the old-timey printer to take like half an hour to print an image. then draw the grid onto that image, then your paper. Yeah, it was a long old process. I'm very stubborn when it comes to doing things certain ways. Lines, guides, that's what they're called. You very rarely step in KFC. I never step in KFC now because I don't believe they have a vegetarian menu. I mean, it's pretty much all just chicken, right? Still talking about food as well. We've still got a partial heart shape going on, Amy. Still partial heart shape. Have we got any pets? Yes. What Bits said? A dog called Skip, 2 cats, Whisper and Jaffa. I've got fish, can't forget the fish. And several aragogs in the shed. My fish, I've got a beta fish called Mr. Fancy Pants. You have to say his name like that as well. And 7 cardinal fish. I don't know. They're the ones that shine. Looking amazing so far. Thank you. I'm pleased with how it's going. It needs a lot of work. Like a lot of work. I still need to change the eyes though, Amy. They're still going like, they're a little bit googly. A little bit like my eyes when I take my contact lenses out. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do for this evening. I don't want to overwork myself. I think I'm going to just like flop down in bed actually. Just not even going to bother going downstairs or doing anything. I'm just going to just chill out, just go to sleep. Hopefully wake up in the morning and my foot's okay. Yeah, chicken. Yeah, pretty much all they sell is chicken, right? Not that you ever use grids, you do it freehand. You're thinking about getting a mini projector. That would be handy. I feel like projectors and stuff would be really handy for people that are worried about getting the proportions right, because if you get some of the proportions wrong in your drawing and then you add the coloured pencil, it can throw the whole look off. You really need to like make sure that you get them right. So however you want to make sure that you get them right, is just do it. You want to go there. So I'm just packing my stuff away. Pleased with the progress. I've done like this bit and this bit. It's not been too bad. I am quite tired. I am going to finish this tomorrow. This little eye study. I've used the black pen on this as well to get those really, really dark bits. Can I see if it can catch? You can see the pen in some lights where it's a little bit matte. You can see the shine on the coloured pencil in some lights. I did the black round there. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. But yeah. I'll be working on this guy again on the Twitch stream, which will probably be Wednesday afternoon. Because I should have finished that eye study by then I'll have like the whole day Wednesday. So it might even be a morning and afternoon stream on Wednesday on Twitch. Don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. But yeah, thanks for watching today, people. It's been nice to be back and nice to feel human again. Bye, Michael. Thanks, Amy. It's nice to have you here as well. You have a light box. You're using heavy watercolour paper. Yeah, that's probably too thick. Can't really see it that well through that, can you? I keep meaning to add the Twitch link in my description. But if anybody wants to join me over on Twitch on Wednesday, this is the link. Let me just type it in here. Oh, I realise I'm not even typing. That was great, wasn't it? Oops. Be good if I could spell it right as well. I think that's right. Yeah. If you want to join me over on Twitch, that's the link. I'll be there on Wednesday with some more of the orangutans. be good if you could give us a little follow over on Twitch as well, so we can add a few additional extras into the stream and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, people. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, and I've enjoyed hanging out with you again this evening. And yeah, have a good evening.